War on I-4 Diecast Racing.
And it's time for the USGP. I'm your host, Cletus Papadopoulos, and I'll be giving you play-by-play broadcasting from the booth. But before we get started, I'd like to introduce my co-host, Chuck McAbee, who's down in the pits.
I must say, it's a pleasure to be back at Harrison Speedway for the USGP. These pit garages have come alive as these crews prepare for race time. I'll be giving you unique feedback from the teams as well as some drivers. Back to you, Cletus.
There were some surprises and disappointments in the qualifying rounds of the USGP. Lions Den Racing and their driver Terry Carr set the fastest time with a 10.00 seconds and put their vehicle on the pole position for race 1. As Carr made his way down the track, it was consistent and smooth, and I believe that's why he secured the pole position. But racing is a different thing. Is it too soon to call this young man a prodigy? Isaiah, by far, is the youngest driver competing in this year's competition, and he managed to drive his number 22 car to second place on the podium. He qualified with a time of 10.01 seconds, narrowly missing out on the pole position.
I must admit, it's hard not to root for this young man. The poise he showed under pressure makes me believe he can win this race.
Chuck, Isaiah's made a believer in me. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, Zan Pepe with Team Gen X Racing struggled in the qualifying round. He's going to start in last place for this race. Let's hope he can improve.
I was able to speak to Zan Pepe before warm-ups. While he's disappointed in his qualifying time, he's confident he will perform much better in today's race.
On behalf of everyone here at War on I-4, we'd like to thank the officials at Harrison Speedway. They've done a tremendous job of getting the track ready to race. And I'm just being told today's race is a sellout crowd. That means we have 150,000 fans here in attendance.
I was fortunate to take a tour of the track, and the amenities here, they are beautiful. Well done.
Okay, race fans, we're going to take a short break. So grab a cold drink and a few snacks because you don't want to miss round 1 of the USGP.
Northwest 64 Underground Diecast Street Racing.
I can't believe this time has finally arrived. The cars are starting their warm-up laps, so that means we're a few minutes away. So here's your starting grid for today's race. Starting on row 1 and the pole is going to be Terry Carr, followed by Isaiah, Jay-Z, and Crazy Coach. Row 2, Daniel Mercado, Kit Cam, Simon Harvey, and Tao. Row 3, Great Silence, Chris Chaos, Tommy McKean, and Ivan. Row 4, Kenneth Van Pelt, High Octane, Anthony Cordray, and JP. Row 5, Sayers Von Thrill, Joe Dirt, Tux McBee, and Samu Kakao Nasaku. Row 6 is going to be Kurt Dog, and followed by Zen Pippy.
The teams are completing their final warm-ups as we speak.
The cars are at the start gate. Lap 1 starts now.
red flags are out. We have several red flags along the track. I believe that's going to be going into turn number 3, and then exiting turn number 5, we're going to have red flags with several crashes.
That certainly wasn't the start of the race that we anticipated. We have several crashes along the track, and we actually have one vehicle that's going completely off the track. Chuck, do you have anything down for us in the pits?
Yes, I do, please. I'm being told the vehicles that were involved in the crash is the number 18 of the Amigos, the number 8 of Lions Den Racing, the number 5 of Red Storm, the number 10 of Team Magnus Motorsports, the number 18 of Team Silverback Racing, the number 20 of Red Storm. So they're going to have both vehicles involved in a crash, and that's an unfortunate turn of events for this team. We also have the number 41 Thunderoo Midway, and the number 11 from Quadre Motorsports with GKX Racing 23, and they were going to have the number 12 of Team Hurricane. Now, the two vehicles that were involved in more serious crashes, the number 11 and the number 12, are being told by both teams that they will be able to have the backup cars ready for the start of lap number 2.
Thank you, Cletus, and I'm glad the drivers are okay. Now that we have the opportunity, let's go over the rules for stall and crash vehicles. If a vehicle stalls or crashes on the track, they're going to be relegated to the back of the grid for the next lap. The crash vehicle, the more severe of the fraction, must start behind the stalled vehicle. I've just been told all the vehicles have made it back to the grid for lap number 2, and here's how they'll start. On the pole, it's going to be Jay-Z, followed by Crazy Coach Simon Harvey, Tommy McKean, Isaiah, Terry Carr, Anthony Cadre, Ivan, JP, Tux McBee, Masaku, Kit Cam, Zampipe, Chris Chaos, Kenneth Van Pelt, Great Silence, High Octane, Dirty Joe, Sayers Von Thrill, Kurt Dog 93, Daniel Mercado, and Tao. Okay, race fans, going into lap number 3, the starting lineup is going to be Simon Harvey, Tommy McKean, Crazy Coach, Anthony Cadre, Ivan, Jay-Z, Nasaku, Terry Carr, Kenneth Van Pelt, Isaiah, Kit Cam, Great Silence, Sayers Von Thrill, Tux McVie, JP, Kurt Dog 93, Chris Chaos, Zampipe, High Octane, Dirty Joe, Tao, and Daniel Mercado. Judging the last lap, Simon Harvey of Team Rust Belt Racing has a pretty fast car. Lap 3.
These two vehicles involved in the crash is going to be the number 27 of Quadre Motorsports, driven by Anthony Cadre, and the number 18 of Silverback Racing, and I believe the driver is going to be Dirty Joe. The teams will be allowed to get the vehicles back to the pit before the start of the next lap.
All of the drivers have made it back to the start gate, so here's your starting grid. At number 1, Crazy Coach, followed by Simon Harvey, Tommy McKean, Nasaku, Jay-Z, Terry Carr, Ivan, Kit Cam, Kenneth Van Pelt, JP, Great Silence, Isaiah, Sayers Von Thrill, Kurt Dog 93, High Octane, Tux McBee, Mercado, Chris Chaos, Zampipe, Tao, Dirty Joe, and Anthony Cadre.
We have a yellow flag on the track. Dirty Joe has just stalled his vehicle.
Well, race fans, Dirty Joe has stalled his vehicle. Oh, but he's just got it up and going, and he's making his way back to the starting grid. So here's your lineup. We're going to have Dasaku in the number 1 spot, Tommy McKean in number 2, Simon Harvey, followed by Crazy Coach, Ivan, Terry Carr, Jay-Z, Kenneth Van Pelt, JP, Kurt Dog 93, Kit Cam, Great Silence, Sayers Von Threll, Isaiah, Tux McVie, Chris Chaos, High Octane, Daniel Mercado, Tao, Anthony Cordray, Zempipi, and Dirty Joe. Okay, race fans, we're at the halfway point. Lap 5 starts now. Well, race fans, lap number 5 is in the book, so we progress on to lap number 6. On the front row, Simon Harvey, Crazy Coach, Jay-Z, and Nasaku. It's going to be followed by Tommy McKean, Ivan, Terry Carr, JP, Kurt Dog, Sayers Von Threll, High Octane, Isaiah, Daniel Mercado, Kenneth Van Pelt, Kit Cam, Great Silence, Tux McVie, Chris Chaos, Dirty Joe, Tao, Anthony Cordray, and Zempipi. Lap number 6 is underway. Here we go, race fans. Things are starting to heat up as we get into lap number 7. On the front row is going to be Jay-Z, Sayers Von Threll, Nasaku, Simon Harvey, Crazy Coach, Tommy McKean, Ivan, JP, Terry Carr, High Octane, Kurt Dog 93, Isaiah, Daniel Mercado, Great Silence, Kenneth Van Pelt, Tux McVie, Chris Chaos, Kit Cam, Anthony Cordray, Tao, Dirty Joe, and Zempipi. Race fans, lap number 7 starts now.
Oh man, we have more red flags on the track. Cletus, I don't know if you're going to believe this, but Sayers Von Threll overturned his car in turn number 3. He was then pushed across the finish line by the vehicles behind him. We also have Kit Cam and Dirty Joe vehicles are stalled coming into the last straight. Let's just hope Sayers Von Threll is okay and able to return the rest of the race.
Chuck, this can't be good. As you can see, we have several rescue units responding to the scene. Now, I'm just being told they're loading Sayers Von Threll in the back of the ambulance. Wait a minute. Now Sayers Von Threll has exited the ambulance. He's made his way back to the pits, and he's getting into his backup car. I do believe Sayers Von Threll is going to finish the race. Lap number 8, here we go. Here's your lineup for lap number 8. On the front pole, Nasaku, Simon Harvey, Ivan, JP, Kurt Dog 93, Jay-Z, Isaiah, Kenneth Van Pelt, Tux McVie, Tao, Anthony Cordray, Crazy Coach, Tommy McKean, High Octane, Daniel Mercado, Zempipi, Terry Carr, Great Silence, Chris Chaos, Kit Cam, Dirty Joe, and Sayers Von Threll.
Sayers Von Threll and Great Silence with Team Red Storm just can't get a break. They're involved in another crash here, Cletus. Also, you're going to have Crazy Coach with Team Silverback. He crashed at the finish line. So we're looking at another red flag for the restart.
Thank you, Chuck, for the update. But let's go into the grid for lap number 9. On the pole, you're going to have Ivan, followed by Simon Harvey, Nasaku, JP, Jay-Z, Isaiah, Kurt Dog, Tux McVie, Kenneth Van Pelt, Tao, Anthony Cordray, Tommy McKean, Daniel Ricciardo, High Octane, Terry Carr, Zen Pippe, Chris Chaos, Kit Cam, Dirty Joe, Sayers Von Thrill, Crazy Coach, and Great Silence. Here we are. The teams and drivers have endured a grueling 9 laps of racing competition. It hasn't been without its share of excitement. We've seen crashes, and we've even seen one driver exit the medical tent to return back to racing. So we're going to jump into lap number 10, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final lap where it all counts. And here's your standing. On the pole, we're going to have Nasaku, followed by Ivan, Simon Harvey, Kurt Dog 93, JP, Jay-Z, Isaiah, Tux McBee, Anthony Cadre, Tao, Tommy McKean, Kenneth Van Pelt, Terry Carr, High Octane, Zen Pippe, Daniel Ricciardo, Dirty Joe, Sayers Von Thrill, Kit Cam, Chris Chaos, Crazy Coach. Bringing up the rear is Great Silence. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't need to bring you any more information. You know what time it is. It's lap number 10. This is going to determine who's going to be the winner of the USGP. And lap number 10 did not let us down. We had several crashes on that lap, just the way it started with lap number 1. But on to the winner. We're going to have Simon Harvey of Team Rust Belt Racing taking the checker flag. Simon Harvey wins the USGP, ladies and gentlemen.
Cletus, I can barely take it. That's too much. Can you believe it? Simon Harvey came to the U.S. and he won the USGP.
And here are your final results for race number 1 of the USGP. Second, Ivan. Third, Isaiah. Fourth, Tux McBee. Fifth, Nasaku. Sixth, Tommy McKean. Seventh, Kenneth Van Pelt. Eighth, Daniel Ricciardo. Ninth, Kit Cam. 10th, Chris Chaos. 11th, Jay-Z. 12th, JP. 13th, Great Silence. 14th, High Octane. 15th, Anthony Cadre. 16th, Terry Carr. 17th, Sayers Von Thrill. 18th, Dirty Joe. 19th, Crazy Coach. 20, Zen Pippe. 21, Kurt Dog 93. And 22, Tao. The last 3 drivers landed in that spot as a result of a crash that happened on the 10th lap. And in third place, Isaiah from Team Hurricane. Second place, Ivan from Team Thunderoo Racing. And give it up for your winner, first place, Simon Harvey, Team Rust Belt Racing. I'd like to go over the point standing for individual drivers as well as teams. Starting with the individual drivers, at the top of the leaderboard is going to be Simon Harvey with 25 points. He's going to be followed by Ivan with 20, Isaiah 15, Tux McBee 10, Nasaku 5, Tommy McKean 5, Kenneth Van Pelt 5, Daniel Ricciardo 5. Kit Cam, 3. Chris Chaos, 3. Jay-Z, 3. JP, 3. Great Silence, 3. High Octane, 3. Anthony Cadre, 3. Terry Carr with a bonus 2 points, 4. Sayers Von Thrall, 2. Dirty Joe, 2. Crazy Coach, 2. Sam Pippe, 2. Kurt Dog 93, 2. Tao, 2. There's a bit of a mix-up in the graphics. Driver Terry Carr with the bonus 2 points should be in 9th position. That's going to bump everyone below that number down. So Terry Carr is in the 9th position. Now let's go on to the team standings. After race number 1, at the top of the board is going to be Team Rust Belt Racing with 28 points. In second place, Thunderoo Raceway with 22 points. In third place, Team Hurricane, 17 points. Fourth place, Team Madness Motorsports with 13 points. Fourth place, Mocom Competition, 10 points. Sixth place, Lions Den Racing, 9 points. 11th place is going to be a conjunction of Quadre Motorsports with GKS Racing 23, 8 points. 8th place, Amigos with 6 points. 9th place, Team Gen X Vintage, 5 points. 10th place, Team Red Storm GP, 5 points. 11th place, Team Silverback Racing, 4 points. Well, race fans, that's our time. Please tune in next week for the qualifying rounds of the Canadian GP. I am your host, Cletus Papadopoulos. Thank you for your time, and good night.